we're back at it again with another episode of Mega Man X. Now, the reason why I didn't want to record the process for this is because it's real tedious and there's so much conflicting information as to what makes this possible. And the thing that I was holding off on was this. If you remember correctly, when we were playing Armored Armadillo stage the first time, this was not up here. And there's a reason for that. And that's because it is a hidden power-up for Mega Man, as you're about to see. Kind of weird that he had a gi on and a headband, right? Well, you're about to see why. That's right. He said Hadouken. Now, the reason why I didn't want to record the process for getting this is because, as I was saying, there's a lot of conflicting information as to what triggers it. But the one thing that everybody was consistent about is you have to have all the hearts. So you have to have max health. You can't take damage. You have to have all the weapons. And you have to have all sub-tanks. I don't know if the sub-tanks have to be full, but every time I've done this, I've had them full. Some say you can have all the weapons, but they don't have to be full. And some say, well, you have to at least have full health and that's it. And in addition to that, you have to die in this stage. Some say 3 times. Some say you have to have 4 lives, which obviously I didn't have 4 lives at 5. So it's kind of all over the place what you have to do. So what I did was I maxed out my lives, maxed out my sub-tanks, made sure I didn't take any damage, and I just went ahead and made sure I didn't use any weapons just in case, because you could easily get through the last part of that whole barrage on the rail car by using the chameleon sting. But I went ahead and just didn't do that, and I did my best to not get damage while I was there, and then I ended up with this. So take it as you will. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of conflicting info out there, so what you need to do to get it, and I'm sure there's somebody out there that knows the exact procedure for doing it, but I do know that you have to die multiple times, and you have to make it up here. Full heart containers, full sub-tanks, no damage, and however many times you have to die or what you need, I guess that's up for debate. But yeah. And the only time you can do this is if you have full health. And yes, it is a one-shot kill to everything, including bosses, except, well, we're not going to go with that, but it's pretty much a one-hit kill, but once you take damage, you can't do it anymore. So yeah, alright. So now we're on to the Sigma stages. We'll go ahead and save. Epic music for the final battles. No, Zero, no. And seeing as it's a Hadouken, you can't do it in midair. So it really limits to what you can do, you know? You can't just be like, I'll just Hadouken everything, you know? It's like, no, you can't quite do that. But I think that kind of like saves it from being like super cheesy. Get away. Oh, I hate this part so much. I hate when it eats my jump. Or my dash. Oh my god, come on. This is harder than the actual stage itself. Okay. Well, I guess it can be harder than the stage itself if it's a part of the stage. You know what I mean. There's an actual glitch you can do here. I don't know exactly how to do it, but I'm gonna try it. Did I do it? Nope, I didn't do it. Oh, I did do it! If you don't touch the floor in that other room, you don't have to wait through all this. Because that text, you're supposed to be able to sit there and wait. And once again, it's another scripted fight that you can't win. Despite the fact that you've gotten upgrades and all that, you still can't beat them. Come on. Can you hit me for damage, please? Thank you. Power of friendship. Alright, man. Let's finish this. Wow. Death from above. Well, I guess technically it wasn't above, but you know what I mean. And the interesting thing is, if you didn't get the arm upgrade the normal way, there's different dialogue there, and he pretty much tells you like he wants to help you to defeat Sigma, and he gives you his power, which enables you to use the charge shot and all that. It works the exact same way as it does whenever you pick it up in the stages, but it's just like, it's the game's way of giving it to you because you pretty much need it in these final areas. Can you stop? They really went hard with the enemy spam in this section. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So it's like, even if you don't get it on your own, you get it no matter what. Ah! See how much easier it is when you have the armor? Even if you get hit, it's like, eh, it's not that big of a deal. We will take some health, though. Okay. I just like the full health, so I don't have to use a sub-tank. I might be able to use a Hadouken on this guy, I'm not too sure, he's kind of fast. Woo! First try. And pretty much you just have to predict where he's going to go based on those little cross sections. It's like it's not that hard. It's just later on he gets faster and faster, so it just becomes harder to avoid him. He's not hard. It's not a hard boss at all. Even without the Hadouken. But I mean, if we have it, why not use it? I keep talking about how every time a song comes up, I'm like, oh, this is a banger, this is a banger. This is hands down. I know it kind of comes off like I've said those other songs like Storm Eagle and Boomer Kuwanger, like those were the best of the best in this OST. It's this song. And I'm not gonna say it again and make it sound like I'm changing my opinion every other song. This is literally in my opinion, my favorite track from this whole soundtrack. So that's where like the dash shot comes in handy, because like I said, it's a lot slower to try to follow up charge shot after charge shot. Well, that seems a little cheap. Come on, jump. Nice. See, and all because we're missing one little sliver of health, we didn't get the Hadouken. Ow. Imagine being a war mech and taken out by a smaller enemy. Shame. Shame. But it is Mega Man X after all. He's not to be taken lightly. Yeah, there's really like no point in getting these things. It just saves you from having to fight them on your own. I think this is like the most annoying thing though about the Sigma stages from the first Mega Man X. There's so many like little aerial bosses that are just, they're not, the fact that they don't even do, oh my god bro, the fact that they don't even do a lot of damage is like going crazy. They don't do a lot of damage, but they're so obnoxious because they're just like constantly like just homing in on you. Little shot here makes you fall down. That's the only bad thing about these stages. Still hit him. Nice. And in typical Mega Man fashion, doing boss rush after boss rush. It's just not like back in the classic Mega Man with the Wily stages where it's just one room with them all. Can you not? Although that does get brought back in X2. Rangda Bangda. And to be honest, I don't know if he has a weakness. I never actually bothered trying to find it. I always just fight him this way because it seems like the easiest way to deal with him. I mean, his attacks are pretty basic. It's predictable. So it's just like, well, why am I gonna waste a weapon energy when I can just fight him normal? Should break sometime soon. One of these should break. There we go. It's just really weird how they do that fight. If you beat that middle part, you're just stuck fighting them like that, and you can't even see them. I don't think they thought this fight through. Okay. Have to beat you the old-fashioned way, I guess. All because he didn't want to go quietly. Sad life. There's a way you can skip No, it was the other fight. Yeah, apparently there's a way, like, if you... make it move... Or maybe it's this one. No, it was the other one, yeah. On the other fight with the armored armadillo, if you use the ice sled to push you, like there's some kind of a thing with the camera scroll. If it doesn't scroll up, it doesn't register you being in the boss fight for some reason, and you can manipulate that with that ice sled. So if the ice sled pushes you through the door and the camera doesn't scroll up because you're not technically moving yourself, it'll let you walk in there. You can just dash past armored armadillo and just go straight to the next area. It's kind of weird how people have found like little skips and stuff to this game. We don't need to go through all that. You already saw how I beat him last time. That's just a waste of time. I don't know if it hurts you if you stay in there long enough. Well, I guess you can see me cut off his tentacles now. There you go. Okay, so he still does throw projectiles, but he doesn't throw like those big ones that kind of like follow you. And I think now he can't do his whirlpool attack either. And the whirlpool causes invincibility, so actually this is like even a best case scenario. Yeah, because with the tentacles he does a little spinning whirlpool that you can't do damage to him. And he does those bigger fish that track you. So I guess it was my misunderstanding that he doesn't throw projectiles. Like I said, it's been a while, but I was close. Oh my god, the projectile spam. Throwing all that oil and not doing anything with it, huh, buddy? Seeing if you would have done that earlier, you would have seen it. But for some reason, he just wants to do his little victory yell. Okay, shut up. I might have to use a health tank here. Maybe. Don't crush me. Oh my god. Do I just use it? Yeah, I better use it. Yeah, that would have killed me. If it don't... I was about to say, even if it didn't hit me that one time, it's guaranteed to eventually hit me. Ow! Ah! Nice. Alrighty, so if I'm not mistaken, all we have left is the final Sigma stage. So I have a feeling I'm gonna have a little bit of a struggle there. So I think we'll go ahead and leave that for the final episode. So we'll go ahead and leave it off here. So thank you for watching, and I shall see you on the final episode for this Mega Man X playthrough. I'm Roid Rage X. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you on the next one. Later, everybody.